So I got a DUI, and it's so funny, like, that was the biggest deal. Like, I was so, like, ashamed and worried that I, like, disappointed my mom. And it was a DUI. Mind you, here we are, 20 years later, I have, like, 50 felonies. But, like, the DUI was such a big deal to me because I got in trouble, and I was, like, a good kid, pretty much. It's so funny to me. It was the biggest thing. So I moved home, went to college, and then as soon as I graduated college, I swear I started going to jail. Like, I didn't do nothing with my degree. Started serving instead. But, and then that was a couple years, led me to that other rehab facility when I was younger. This is when I was like 23. And met my husband, ex-husband now. But one and only. And it was just cool because, like, after that, then, you know, we had my son, got married, and like I said, it was beautiful for a while. My biggest regret. Like, I had the most beautiful, perfect life, you know? And then I just kept drinking, and then I relapsed and started using again once I got away from, like, my husband, and I lost my kids. Really is when I lost, like, I didn't lose them, he kept them. You know, when we got divorced, like, I never even went to court because I didn't even know there was a court date. Like, I was just so out there, like, separated from everybody I knew, and because he was just trying to, you know, figure it out and protect them too. But I couldn't deal with, like, the pain of that. Like, so then I just started doing IV drugs. In 2018, that's when we got divorced. And that was when, like, I lost communication with my kids. And from then, I literally was in and out of jail from 2018 to 2023, last year, when I got out this last time. In that 5 years, I was incarcerated 3.5 years of it, just going in and out and in and out. And I didn't get to see my kids or speak to them in that time, except for once. The thing that just kept me in my addiction, like, I literally had nothing to live for. I had no hope. I wasn't trying to die, but I didn't have a reason to live. You know, it doesn't matter to you either way. But really, you don't care what happens to you. You literally don't care. Whatever happens, happens. It's like, if I get high, then whatever happens to me, I'll be fine with it as long as I'm high today. Like, you can literally deal with anything, you think. So I got out. So I did, like, 16 months straight and got out. And that was the last time I got to see my mom. I went to California. And I found out I was pregnant a month after. I literally was so humbled. It gave me the hope, like, to live again. Turned myself in, went to prison, told the judge, like, you know, this is what's going on. Let me take care of this. I'd been on probation. That's why I kept going back. Sometimes I wish that I had my baby in prison because I would have 100% been clean. And when I got out, I stayed clean for like 2 weeks, but I went back right to the exact same place where I went to prison from. And everybody was using my baby's father. It was the hardest time for me to be in prison, pregnant, alone. It was really dark. So I ended up relapsing like 2 weeks after I got out. So then when I went into labor and had my baby, I was under the influence. My baby didn't have any drugs in the system because I hadn't really started using again, but I just did drugs. So I had drugs in my system, so DCF got involved. For me, it's the simplest things of, like, you get so lost in the way you're living in your addiction that, like, you forget how to live normally. So, like, it just becomes habit, right? And so, like, here at Foundations, with all the staff and everybody else that's in the program, it is like a place of safety. That's huge, you know, and like reassurance. Katie takes such good care of us. Like, it's a very nice place. You know what I mean? Like, we get the extras, but they even treat you nicer. Like, and then you in turn treat the next person nicer and like help that person want to stay, you know? Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful little society. So I have 17 months clean. I got my kids back since I've been here. I mean, I get them every weekend. Like, the first thing I did when I got out of jail on Community Foundations was I went to the court and filed for visitation for my kids. Like, I don't know if I said I hadn't seen them for 5 years. I'm just so grateful that, like, the foundations really made it easier for me to be able to get clean time again, you know, like, and like, it feels good to be sober, you know, like, it feels good to be able to deal with, like, whatever comes your way, you know what I'm saying? Disappointments, heartbreaks, but like, the network, the people around us, the meetings, like, you just walk through it, you know, and you're not alone. Like, that's the thing that breaks my heart the most for so many people is, like, they'll never even take the chance or opportunity because they don't think they're worth it. They don't think it's possible. You know, when you're in it, you don't feel like you can move or breathe or do anything without getting high. And, like, if you just get through that suffering, oh my God, it feels so good. It's so much better. You know, you can get through anything.